I'll call you when it's your turn, okay?
What story are you telling me today?
I'm actually gonna talk about when he was born.
Okay.
Yeah, the fact that, you know, he was born on November 4th, whatever, and how, you know, monumentous that was. Like, it was crazy because he was supposed to be born like mid-October, you know what I'm saying? So it was like October 15th or 16th day or something like that. Something real, like,
What year?
nowhere near 2008, you know, so of course it was an election year, so there's all kind of, you know, stuff going on, and you know, as it's getting closer and closer, and mind you, we was doing natural birth, so you know what I'm saying, we was going to the tub and you know all of that water birth, and we was out there in Oak Park all the way in, you know, the west suburbs, whatever. So any sign of anything, we learned how to make sure that it wasn't Braxton Hicks, you know, contractions or nothing like that, and it wasn't just a false alarm. So we timed them, we made sure, because it's a long drive, you know what I'm saying? So we have to make sure, like, you know, this is the real thing. So after all this, like, you know, waiting around, you know, and passing the actual date, it was like weeks and weeks. One morning, you know, she laying up there and she finally, these like real contractions, you know what I'm saying? So I'm holding, I'm making sure, like, you know, everything cool. Then we finally, you know, make our way to the hospital. It's November 4th, and mind you, I had to take her to, you know, vote early because, you know, it wasn't gonna tell her, you know, what was gonna happen. So that in of itself was a process. You know what I'm saying? I didn't even get to vote because we at the hospital all day. You know what I'm saying? So we get to the hospital, and she ends up having to get a slightly induced, just to kind of, you know, move the process along a little more expediently, which in that situation you can no longer, you know, get in the ward or whatever. It wasn't any of the, you know, the strong meds or nothing like that. It was just a joint that helps the contractions go faster. It wasn't nothing that, you know, because that was our whole thing about the natural birth. We didn't want any of that, you know, drugs, you know, getting his Zaire. And one of the funniest things was I had to go to McDonald's for us early in the morning or whatever, and I didn't really know that area per se, you know what I'm saying? So I don't even know why I ended up. It took me like 30 minutes, you know what I'm saying? I get back, it's like, I thought you had ditched me, you know, I thought you had left me so early. You know what I'm saying? It was one of them times, man. So I'm sleeping in the chair, you know, she resting, and then it gets to the nighttime, and it's getting stronger and stronger. And our actual doctor was at the Grant Park rally, you know what I'm saying? And so they had to call in a substitute doctor and all that type of stuff because they didn't think that it was going to, you know, happen. And as I'm sitting there waiting, one of the most memorable moments to me was standing at the window looking at the young kids outside marching. They had signs about, you know, Obama, you know what I'm saying, Obama for president, Obama 2008. And it was just, I'm very, you know, big on youth. And anytime I see youth doing anything productive or like just beautiful, I just get very like, man, like this is a great moment, you know what I'm saying? And I'm just sitting there watching them underneath the street lights and just, you know, seeing how they just illuminating, you know what I'm saying, with hope and pride. And then we go into labor, you know what I'm saying? It was just crazy. I remember one of the biggest things going through my mind was I've seen all the movies, I've, you know, seen all the birthing tapes. I can't be one of them dudes like this is so grotesque. Oh my God, I'm about to throw up. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't be that guy. Like, cause she's already going through enough. Like I have to be like super strong. So I kept on like mentally preparing myself. Like I don't care what it looks like. I don't care what happened. I don't care if she do on herself. I don't care what it is. You know what I'm saying? You just got to be focused. You got to make sure you're holding her hand. You got to make sure, you know, you're coaching her and, you know, everything's going appropriately. God willing, we didn't have to go through no C-section or nothing like that. Cause I mean, that's a scary thing. You know what I'm saying? And the rhythm was extremely strong. Like, I mean, anybody who knows natural birth knows it ain't no easy thing, and she just really, man, she just was a G, you know what I'm saying? And it was just like, you know, even in that moment, you can't help but grow closer to a person and just, you know, realize the majesty of God, you know what I'm saying? No matter what happens in life, we are like eternally bonded to me, you know, in that moment, when you hold somebody's hand, and at that moment, a life is being, you know, delivered from that person's body. I don't know how much more real it can get, you know what I'm saying? And I think when he finally was delivered, and then immediately after that, like an hour or so, after that Obama was announced, it was like just a crazy whirlwind of like just like this is a miracle, you know what I'm saying? Like this is like, because it wasn't like he was supposed to be going on like October 30th, and then it was like they just waited a couple of days. You know what I'm saying? It was like in the middle of October, he waited like 3 weeks. It was like, yeah, you know what? I'm gonna come out when LeBron come out. You know, like,
Right,
you know
right.
what I'm saying? So
Right.
that's just one of the dopest stories like in my life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
A work job gone, call ComEd, tell them cut the lights on.
I think one of the biggest things was that you kind of learn, or at least I learned that for some in life there are coincidences, and to others there's such things as miracles. You know what I'm saying? And I think that was one of the biggest things that it kind of opened my eyes to. That for some people, you can look at certain things like, nah, that just kind of was happen chance, or okay, people can do. For me, in that moment, everything that was encapsulated in that moment felt like, oh, God do see. You know what I'm saying? Like it just felt like sometimes you have those moments of realization, like because I mean, for a thinking individual or whatever, like when you really contemplate, the theory of God and the presence of it and the meaning of it all, it can get kind of murky sometimes. Like it can sound like one of the biggest fairy tales ever told. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes in life you go through moments that show you like, oh, this is for real. You know what I'm saying? And I think that was one of the testaments in my life that, like, if you ever want to ask me about it, I can tell you why I believe what I believe. You know what I'm saying?
When you feel like stressing,
Zay.
All right. So what's your name?
Yeah.
When's your birthday? November 4th.
Why is that special?
Good answer. I don't argue with that.
And I was born.
you started when they couldn't finish. That is their loss. You were such a.
So thank you, Mom.
Right on, man. High five. One more time. Yeah. That's what's up.